Egunon everybody, welcome back to my daily Euskara practice. I'm Anne-Marie. If you're new to the channel, I'm basically trying to learn the Basque language and it's very slow going, so I do a little bit every day. Today, I'm a little tired, so we're gonna have a little story time because today something interesting happened. If you've been following me on Instagram, you already know. Ever since lockdown started, I've been hiking this mountain trail by my house, and so pretty much every day I'm going at the same time. I go to the same place. Like, I've developed a bit of a routine, and so every morning around 6:45, as I'm like getting to the trailhead, I see a woman walking through the neighborhood, and we've gotten to a friendly-ish relationship over the weeks where, like, I say good morning, she says good morning, like, we smile, like, that's it. But today I was in the back of my car lacing up my hiking boots, and today she walked by and she stopped after I said good morning. She turns around and she goes, "Are you Basque?" You know I love it when people ask me this question. I do have an ikurriña, a Basque flag, hanging from the rearview mirror of my car. So she's probably been watching this for weeks, planning her move. So today she finally asked me, "Are you Basque?" And of course I said, yes. And honestly, I didn't ask her if she was Basque because she didn't look Basque at all. Like, very blonde, very pale. Freckles even, didn't look Basque. But she goes, "Oh, because my husband is Basque." And then it started a whole discussion about, like, who's your husband? And I didn't recognize the name, but then I was like, maybe my dad knows his dad. What's his dad's name? Like, it became a whole thing. And we talked about Hayaldi. She said that they were going to go to the Basque Festival in Idaho, she called it. They were going to go to Hayaldi next month, but it got canceled. And I was like, me too. And it was such a cool, like, small world moment. Like, this woman that I've been seeing every day for weeks, like, we have a connection, kind of. So that was always fun. That's kind of why I like having little small displays of Basqueness around me. Here in the United States, like, it's pretty common. People pretty proud of our heritage here. And so I do sell in my shop, hellabasque.org. I do have, like, little enamel pins and little buttons with the ikurriña and the lauburu, like, just these small little things. I like to either have it on my jacket or clearly my car displaying, because it's so fun. Like, I don't know, it feels like you're part of a, like, secret club, just knowing what the Basque Country is, and it's cool when people stop you and identify the symbols and have a chat about it. I love that kind of stuff. So today was off to a good start, honestly. And then I got back from my walk, and then I picked these roses from my garden that were blooming. And I don't know if you noticed this aloe vera plant. I've had it for 3 years, and you see this little stem here? I Googled it. Apparently it's about to flower, and apparently it's very rare for aloe vera plants to flower. All of this to say, these are the exciting moments of my life right now because of lockdown. We are on day 76 today. So these are just the small joys that I find in my daily life, and I thought maybe you guys have similar experiences. Has there ever been a time, well, I guess this applies if you're outside the Basque Country, but has there ever been a time where people talk to you about Basque stuff when you didn't expect it? I always love stuff like that. So today, like I said, I'm a little tired. I'm going to keep it easy with my Basque homework. I've been working on this workbook, as you know, if you've been following this channel. We're still halfway through, and I went to the next page, and it seemed like we're getting a little more advanced into some new material, and I just don't feel ready today, and that's okay. I tell myself that's okay. So I went back to this other small workbook that I have. It's I bought it at the same time as this other one. This one's mostly verbs. It's much thinner, and I don't work on it as consistently because, well, for lots of reasons, but I think mainly is this one scares me a little more because if you notice, all of it is in Basque. At least my larger workbook here has instructions in Spanish and Basque, so I don't know, I feel like it's a little more accessible just at first glance. So this one, I'm just gonna fill in a verb chart because this book is all about verbs, and I stopped at this page because it started with the verb eduki, which I didn't know what that was. I didn't know what it meant, how to use it, how to conjugate it when I first came to this page. And because well, this is mostly a workbook. It's not really like a teaching book. It's just exercises. So they don't even really explain in Basque like what this is about. But luckily for me, I got to the point in this larger workbook, I think earlier this week, or last week, I got to an explanation of the verb eduki. It means to have, and there's a whole verb chart in my other workbook that shows you how to conjugate that. So I'm just going to reinforce that lesson today because according to you guys in the comments, like this is actually quite a commonly used verb that I should get used to seeing and become more familiar with. So today I'm just going to transfer the verb chart that's already completed in my larger workbook and then fill in the blanks in the verb chart here in my verb workbook. So just a little review today. So I'm going to go down the hura column, which is the singular column. I think that's what that means. When I say singular column, it's like eduki is like ukan as a verb. It's like it has different words for the conjugations based on if the thing you're talking about having, the object, is one thing or multiple things. So that's what I mean when I say singular and plural. So we're going to start with the like singular object conjugation. So nik, I, and the conjugation for that is daukat. They've already filled out the hik section on here in the verb chart. I appreciate that. It says hik is daukak or daukan based on the gender, I believe, of the subject. That's something new. Yeah, something I don't think I'm going to use too often right away, so I appreciate they already filled that out. Next is hark. That's like he, she, it. And the conjugation for that is dauka. Guk, we, daukagu. And then suk, you, singular, is daukasu. And then they've already filled out suek, you, plural, is daukasue. I appreciate that they have some already filled out for you. And then hayek, plural, they, that one is daukate. So I'm seeing it's very similar really to ukan, dut, dusu, daukat, daukasu. Yeah, it's just extra syllables in there. Okay, and then the hayek column, I'm guessing that means plural object. Nik, it seems to be all pretty much the same. It's just you add a Z in there. So nik daukat becomes nik dauskat. They filled out hik again, hik dauskak or dauskan. Hark is dauska, which makes sense if the singular one is dauka. Let's see, they filled out guk for us on this one, dauskagu. Suk, you, singular, dauskasu. Ooh, a lot of similar sounds in that one. And then suek, similar, plural you, dauskasue. And then hayek is dauskate. Okay, so that's my verb chart, and I really like filling out these verb charts because, well, as I go along with my exercises, then I can kind of refer back to the verb chart until I've memorized this chart. But even, I don't know, at the beginning of learning a language, like I'm finding that I'm very slow with like processing stuff. So like even ukan, which I've memorized the chart, like it still takes a minute to like recall that memory, you know? Like if you've been following the channel, you see me, I think my last video, when I come upon numbers, it's like written out, like I know my numbers. It just takes me a minute to think about it, and if I think about it too quickly, I can get a little careless and make mistakes. So I like having the verb chart here, so maybe tomorrow or sometime soon I'll actually go through and work on these exercises now that I've got my chart all filled out. So really this is just a little bit of prep work for the work to come, because you know what? Sometimes you feel it and sometimes you don't, and that's okay. Either way, I'm still here. So thanks for checking in. If you want to see more videos of me trying to learn Euskara, the Basque language, or just other type videos, I've been doing a lot of cooking videos lately, trying to figure out how to cook Basque food with mixed results. Either way, you can subscribe to the Hello Basque YouTube channel to see more content like this. Follow me on social media at Hello Basque on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to stay in touch. And there you go. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.